Olá, aqui é o Meia-Noite, trazendo Mass Effect 2, mais uma gameplay do jogo. Só para esclarecer, esse sistema que nós estamos agora, deixa eu ver qual o nome dele. Balor, sistema Balor. Ele tá como 100%, né, aqui nesse sistema, mas a galáxia em si, deixa eu ver aqui. Aqui. Como vocês podem ver, eu já fiz 100% de tudo no que diz respeito à coleta de materiais. Então, no que diz respeito à mineração, eu já minerei todos os planetas. Porém, dois deles, se a gente for reparar bem, tem anomalias. Esses planetas com anomalias, eu não... Esses planetas com anomalias nesses dois sistemas, eu não minerei porque a mineração leva à descoberta da anomalia e aí é obrigado a aterrissar. E como geralmente anomalias são pequenas quests, eu deixei pra fazer em vídeo, pra não pular, já que o objetivo é fazer todas as quests. Então eu só fiz a parte de mineração nos planetas que não tinham anomalias. Então eu deixei esses dois aqui pra fazer no vídeo, beleza? Então, tendo minerado tudo, agora a gente vai dar continuidade às side quests dos Companions. A Tali e o Grant queriam falar comigo, então vamos lá ver o que eles querem. O Grant parece que está agitado e a Tali está preocupada com alguma coisa. Acho que agora que a missão da Tali fica disponível. Só que assim como a Jack, a missão da Tali tem que ser feita por último, para não dar merda. Então eu só vou pegar a missão, mas eu não vou fazê-la ainda.
Shepard, I've got a problem and I may need your help. But I need to ask you something first. I need to know if I can trust you. Some of this might involve fleet security. Cerberus cannot be involved.
Só colocar o cronômetro aqui pra rodar, que eu tinha esquecido. Beleza.
You have my word. If necessary, I'll contact the elusive man to make sure he stays out.
Don't bother. He just lied to you. Hearing it from you is enough. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're
None.
accusing you?
The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channel. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long term, and we don't have enough people to afford execution. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned, posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us. Whenever we have time, I've gotten the migrant fleet's location.
Can you give me a rundown of the problem with the fleet?
The Admiralty Board has charged me with treason. If I don't get back there to face the I'm scared, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with... My father is an admiral on the board. The punishment for treason is I'll program the Norman.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay?
Outside of those T6 FBA couplings we mentioned, we're doing fine.
I bet you could find them in the Omega markets if you wanted to help us out.
Anything else? Will do, Commander.
Chambers said you're tearing up the place. Something wrong?
Something is wrong, Shepard. I feel wrong. Tense. I just want to kill something. With my hands. More so than usual. Like it's not my choice. Like I just want to... I don't know. See? Why do that? What's wrong?
Okier didn't imprint anything to help you figure this
I
out?
see pictures of old battles. Voices of warlords. But this is a blood haze in my... I want control. When we're moving, fighting, I focus. But here, my blood's... I'm tank-born. What is this?
Don't know if I can help, Grunt. Sounds like we need one of your kind to look
Most off-world Krogan are warriors. Doctors don't leave the homeworld to Junka. I won't ask you to go there. I will control this.
Joker can get us to the Krogan homeworld. I need everyone at their best.
Thank you, Shepard. I don't like this. Fury is my choice, not a sickness.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk.
Certainly. We have.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want... You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
Are you going to be all right until the
I
end of
should
the
be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in humid environment, I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
What exactly is the
My
problem?
people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid, and our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will...
You don't act like a dying man.
You have the advantage there, Shepard. You've already died. I can do nothing to alter my fate. One advantage of my... Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance. Do you need something?
Have a few minutes
Later.
to talk.
I'd like to consider what we've...
Have a few minutes to talk.
Later. I'd like to
Do
consider.
you mind if I ask
Not
you
at
a
all.
few questions? We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
My old contact network often located rare equipment for me. Would you like me to get in touch with them?
Let's see what they've got.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few
Not at
questions?
all. I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
There's something else
Ask.
I'd like to...
I shall return to my meditations.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. So the collectors did take New Canton.
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
I am glad I joined your team. It has been too long since I traveled with companions. When the time comes, I will do whatever is necessary.
You're an important part of this crew, Samara.
It is my honor. Also, there is a matter I need to discuss. When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
I remember hearing her called an Ardat
It is a
Yak.
term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous system. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures... Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2...
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her
When
for
she
running.
fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral step. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does, she will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic
It
condition?
manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in... If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for
They
such
have to choose between prison and death?
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
Isn't she only deadly to the people she mates with?
Each time she kills, she becomes stronger, smarter, and faster. She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what... There is one thing more. This creature, this... monster. She is my daughter.
Caralho! Que plot twist do caceta.
You said this is genetic. How many
3.
children do you...
And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today.
Caralho, deu origem às
It
3.
is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
You said this is genetic.
3.
How many children?
Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and
I
free.
cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people. mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask, and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as... I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge, now my purpose, is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find more.
I hope we can.
Why is going to Omega so
a
important?
matter of great... My daughter is an art... I believe she is somewhere near the Afterlife nightclub.
Beleza, mais uma missão coletada. Acho que agora é só. Ah, tem o Garrus ainda. Onde é que ele tá? Tem a Miranda.
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes.
O Garrus deve estar aqui.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your... You remember the fight on Omega?
I don't think either of us will forget that day anytime soon.
You know I didn't work alone. I had a team of 11 good men. They all died that day, before you arrived. All but one. A Turian named Sedonis survived. He betrayed us, Shepard. He's the reason my men are dead.
You sure it was him?
Positive. He disappeared just before the attack, but I found him. Or at least there's a specialist on the Citadel named Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sedonis was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sedonis betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying. An eye for an eye, a life for a lot. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Mark. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
Pronto, mais uma missão coletada. Acho que agora é só. Temos a missão do Jacob, temos a missão da Miranda, do Garrus, da Tali, do Zaed, da Samara, do Tane. E de mais quem? Da Kazumi a gente já fez. Do Mordin a gente já tem também. Pronto. Pegamos de todo. Da Jack, do Grant. Então agora é selecionar um planeta para poder ir logo para nossa missão. Vamos ver qual que a gente vai fazer. Nossa, tem coisa pra caralho aqui. Ajude a Samara. Tararam, Garrus. Vamos fazer a da Miranda de uma vez. Aqui na nebulosa crescente. Da Miranda também fica Ilium. Caraca, Ilium tem uma porrada de missão. Tinha, né? Quem já limpou quase tudo. Vamos ver. Fale com a Lanteia. Salão Eternity. Aqui.
Pardon me, I'm on a call.
25. Sell at 25.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to buy it up. Buy it all up.
Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa pra comprar aqui.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course.
The scandal-wrought story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the businesswoman was killed in her office. While police have no formal suspects. The stocks in Dantius' corporation have risen as a result of the news, with hope for more stable times for the drug.
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work we could catch a video.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana all right?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries. He suggested that the Mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
You didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend. He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in any of your other Ilium contacts,
No.
Ms. Lawson?
You and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
It's your sister, Miranda. What do you want to do?
Lantea, we'll follow Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
I doubt Eclipse will send all their people just to stop you. Do you want to give
Niket
Niket
can take care of himself. Besides, any armed backup just draws attention to him.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you. Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Agora o pau vai comer.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your
You
men
got
and...
it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket.
This is more complex than I thought. Maybe if we talk
We're
about
wasting time. They're just trying to delay us.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time, when I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want things to get...
Caralho, meu irmão. Nossa senhora. A cara do maluquinho. Ah, cara, na moral, tem umas ações Renegades que são muito da hora de fazer. Falando nisso, deixa eu ver como é que tá o meu nível de Paragon e de Renegado. Cara, eu preciso aumentar isso aqui. Preciso estar pelo menos 80% pra poder salvar o meu esquadrão. Já fica essa dica aí. Você sendo renegado ou não, você vai precisar... Eita, caralho. A melhor coisa foi ter pegado a especialização de rifle de combate. Rifle de assalto, aliás.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. She's almost a woman now.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I was... Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
If Eclipse knows where Oriana is, they'll be moving in on her soon. We need to hurry.
Agreed. I'm a bit... If they've got to Niket somehow, this is gonna... According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
Can you tell me anything about the cargo processing yard?
We'll be moving through conveyor systems. There'll be a lot of movement. Finding targets won't be easy. We'll need to stay sharp. And these cargo transports carry hazardous materials. So watch what you shoot at.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understand. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me.
Let's go find Niket and
Right.
Oriana.
They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shot.
We've got casualties! I'm sending out a drone! Trailers, fire!
Going silent.
There we go! Watch for the drone! Watch for fire!
This is Inyala. Keep the bitch back. The kid is nearing the transport terminal.
This should come in handy.
Here they come. Rerouting power.
I don't care how many mechs you lose. Just stall them, damn it.
You're toast!
Just throw my shield!
Ouch! That looks painful. Now you see me.
Enemy down!
On my screen. Moving to cover.
Focus!
Heads up!
There we go!
Now let's finish you off.
Now what's this?
Look straight ahead.
Right there.
Divert everyone except my guard from the kit. I'll handle him and the kid personally.
Damn it, I'm not letting her get Oriana.
Need some cover!
Going silent. Can't do it.
Mount! Combat drone, watch it. Heavy weapon.
Ooh, that had to hurt.
Extraction ready! Out.
Burn the bastard! Nice.
We can cut down through the cargo line.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Yeah, flash here.
Did I do that? How'd you like that?
Deploy combat! Drone!
Deploy warfield!
Nice shot!
Pay for that! Deploy combat drone!
Aha!
The cat has reached the terminal. He'll switch the family over to our transport.
Nikat. But that can't be right. Maybe the captain knows we're listening in, and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch. Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't this thing go any faster?
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on
He
you?
could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure if he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from
No,
your
he
father?
just found out. It was too personal to him. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
We won't know anything until we find Niket.
And then I'll have a word with this captain and Yala.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir. We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we... Miri.
This should be fun.
Caralho.
Niket, you sold me out.
How do you want to handle this, Miranda?
Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
How did Miranda's father turn?
He told me you kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. And you finally told me what you'd done.
Why didn't you call me Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty. But kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really like you?
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years.
Her father can still give her a better...
You don't know what my father
I know that
wants.
I've been poor, Miri.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
If you're working for Miranda's father, that means he knows about Oriana. We need to find a new solution.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who
Which
knows.
means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket.
Miranda, wait. You don't want to do this.
This has to end here, Shepard. My father will keep trying to find Oriana.
Maybe Niket can help. Talk to your father. Just say you got here first.
I'll tell him that you hid her. That I don't know where she is.
I never want to see you again, Niket.
Done.
Putz.
Now, if you don't mind, I have a shipment to deliver.
Toma.
You'll die for that, bitch.
Eita porra. Caralho.
Time to die.
Watch for the drone! Come on, you pathetic idiot. Take them down! Now, before their shields recover! Get ready to...
I see them!
Need to cover!
Caralho, meu irmão. Porra.
Watch for fire! Fire on the unshielded hostiles!
Loki!
Over there!
There could be more Eclipse mercs near the shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family get on safely. I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Vivendo e aprendendo é ótimo.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human, just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I screwed up. Why didn't you let me kill him? I could have handled that. But watching him get gunned down by that Asari bitch.
I know it hurts that he's gone, but at least you don't have his death on your conscience.
No. I blame my father for that. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted. But there was always a hook. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Niket. Weakness on my part.
Any other old friends your father might use
No,
against you?
I cut ties with everyone else. Anyway, my father's powerful, but he won't cross the elusive man.
You still have Oriana.
My father didn't give her to me. But yes, you're right. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what... The less she knows about me, she's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details. But would it really be so bad for her to know she has...
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
Caraca, mano, não tem nada a ver com ela. Tá aí. Conseguimos a fidelidade da Miranda. Só temos mais uns 7 companions pra garantir a fidelidade agora. Caraca, é muita missão, velho.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different. So it's not like we get diseases or anything if we go natural. I'm telling you this.
Look on the stock market, debt piling up. Perhaps you need to explore other options.
I need minimal heat increase and speed. I have extremely high performance requirements.
Are you shorting prefabs?
Why not?
Pardon me, I'm dealing with damn Ilium travel bureaucracy.
Were you trying to get them to help you find this locket?
Oh, Stephen, thank you. Thank you so much. Please accept this. It's much less than I would have had.
Sempre bom fazer uma boa ação pra poder upar os pontos de Paragon, pra quem tá seguindo a tendência Paragon igual a mim. O mesmo vale pra Renegade, né? Só que Renegade não tem tanta missãozinha assim aleatória pra upar. São mais as atitudes durante as missões. Tá aí. Mais uma missão completa.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander.
Dá aquele save. Prontinho, pessoal. Por hoje é só. Se curtiu, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal. Na próxima a gente continua fazendo as missões dos Companions para poder alcançar o máximo de fidelidade possível e não deixar que nenhum morra na missão final do Mass Effect 2. Então valeu e até mais.